The spiny softshell turtle is another one of the species that is a Great Lakes species that is only found in New England in portions of the Great Lakes drainage. So, Lake Champlain is part of the Great Lakes drainage. Lake Memphremagog is as well, but we don't find that particular turtle in that lake. The spiny softshell is found within Lake Champlain only on the Vermont side in the northeastern corner of the lake. So, as you might suspect, this is a pretty unusual turtle. The spiny softshell has a smooth, leathery shell. You cannot see any scutes or plates, scale-like plates, on the back at all. It's smooth and flat and leathery, kind of a greenish brown with black markings, some of these markings being O-shaped. The females in this particular species get much larger than the males. We call this sexual dimorphism. Two forms, one form for each sex. The males get only 5 or 6 inches long, whereas the females may be well over a foot. The spiny softshell has a very unusual, long, thin snout that looks not unlike a snorkel, that it can lay in the bottom of a shallow body of water and reach up with its particularly long neck and breathe through its round nostrils. Spiny softshell concerns, conservation concerns, maintenance of breeding habitat. This species, although it doesn't wander far from water and doesn't often get hit by vehicles, it does like loose, sandy, or shaly beaches. And as you might imagine, we have taken over many of those beaches. So it needs open areas in which to lay its eggs. And unfortunately, in areas where there are humans, there often are more predators, such as raccoons and foxes and coyotes and skunks, which will all dig up the eggs of this species and eat them. Spiny softshell turtles travel long distances between their feeding habitats and their overwintering habitats, and they often overwinter in large groups in limited locations. These overwintering locations are particularly important and significant for the maintenance of the population over the long term. So our conservation concerns would be maintaining all these habitat types which they require: overwintering, shallows in which to feed, beachy areas in which they can lay their eggs, and safe passage between all these habitats.